apocalyptic dreams, you finally gone and done it. It was the idea of living in peace you couldn't stomach. You could have been amongst the stars, but you just didn't want it. Rather drop yourself in the abyss to see how far you plummet.
Greetings, everybody. I wanted to thank all of the new subscribers that I've gotten lately, the ones that helped push me over the 15,000 mark. Appreciate it. I'm pretty sure some of you found out about me from the podcast I did called Therefore God. So welcome to my channel. I appreciate the support. What I did want to talk to you about today, by the way, it's gorgeous out here again. They said it's supposed to be like 80 degrees today. I am so with it. They claim it's early for the season, but hey, I take it. What I kind of wanted to talk about was the fact that I had a conversation a little while ago. This is actually not the first time I've had to discuss this with someone before, and that's what kind of made me want to do a video about it. A religious friend, well, I should say acquaintance, because it's not like we hang out, we just happen to know each other, asked a question about atheists and said, well, without the Bible or any sort of religion as a foundation, how do atheist parents raise their children with any morality? And I found that funny, man, because it's like, do you realize how very easy it is to not treat your fellow man like a dick? It's really easy. And I think what's happened over the centuries is that religious folks have gotten into their head this idea that they have the market cornered on morality. And as a matter of fact, they are the authors, or their God and that their books are the authors of this behavior. Here's the thing I think a lot of them don't seem to quite grasp, though. See, the human species has been around a lot longer than your collective books. And we have formed civilizations long before those books were even written. Now, the only way people can actually get along long enough to create a civilization is they have to acknowledge that you can't treat your fellow man like shit and then expect them to be able to work with you. It's not going to happen. You can't expect them to want to live with you if you're stealing from them or hitting them up top of their heads with sticks. Like, that shit's not going to work. This is real simple stuff. This is stuff that you learn through observation. Humans are good at that when we apply ourselves. It's real simple. The stuff that would hurt me probably is going to hurt you. I don't want you stealing my stuff, so I'm not going to steal your stuff. I don't want you beating me on top of the head with a rock, so I won't beat you on top of the head with a rock. And if you do, there will be consequences for that behavior, because we can't allow that behavior to become the norm, or the civilization just breaks down. And that's real simple stuff. You don't need a God belief to understand that. The only way you're going to get people to be able to work with you is if you treat them with a certain amount of respect. Don't need a Bible for that. Don't need a God for that. Don't need a Savior for that. Don't need a Messiah for that. Don't need anything for that. That's actually not that difficult to figure out. And the real question should be, why is it that you guys think you actually need that in order to treat your fellow man with some respect? Because if you're telling me that that's the origin of all of this, and before these books were written, and before someone invented these religions, man was just doing whatever the hell they wanted to do with each other, gotta tell you, we wouldn't have made it this long if that's true. But that's my take on it.